The Book of Psalms, Psalm 88. A song, a psalm by the sons of Korah for the chief musician, to the tune of the Suffering of Affliction. A contemplation by Heman, the Ezrahite. Yahweh, the God of my salvation, I have cried day and night before you. Let my prayer enter into your presence. Turn your ear to my cry, for my soul is full of troubles. My life draws near to Sheol. I am counted among those who go down into the pit. I am like a man who has no help, set apart among the dead, like the slain who lie in the grave, whom you remember no more. They are cut off from your hand. You have laid me in the lowest pit, in the darkest depths. Your wrath lies heavily on me. You have afflicted me with all your waves. You have taken my friends from me. You have made me an abomination to them. I am confined and I can't escape. My eyes are dim from grief. I have called on you daily, Yahweh. I have spread out my hands to you. Do you show wonders to the dead? Do the departed spirits rise up and praise you? Is your loving kindness declared in the grave, or your faithfulness in destruction? Are your wonders made known in the dark, or your righteousness in the land of forgetfulness? But to you, Yahweh, I have cried. In the morning, my prayer comes before you. Yahweh, why do you reject my soul? Why do you hide your face from me? I am afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. Will I suffer your terrors? I am distracted. Your fierce wrath has gone over me. Your terrors have cut me off. They came around me like water all day long. They completely engulf me. You have put lover and friend far from me, and my friends into darkness. So Psalm 88, you know, and I love this title, Yahweh, the God of my salvation. I should pray more like that, calling God the God of my salvation. You know, I need a salvation. I need a savior. So he is the God of our salvation. And I love verse 2 again. I want to copy this pattern. Let my prayer enter into your presence. Turn your ear to my cry. I really like that. You know, these prayers need to enter into your presence and turn your ear to my cry. Yeah, I know in Revelation somewhere is that there's this bowl or something or this smoke or something that went up that was the prayers of the saints. They're real and active, and God really hears. Then he had this long section starting in verse 3. My soul is full of trouble. My life draws near to Sheol. And again, this Sheol literally doesn't mean hell. It means, the place where the dead people are. So he feels like he's dying. He's about to die. He said, I've gone down into a pit. I'm like a man who has no help. So all these ways of, he just feels like he's fallen apart. He's reached the end, and he still feels like God hates him. Verse 7, your wrath lies heavily on me. You have afflicted me with all your waves. God seems to hate me. And what do we do about that? You have taken my friends from me. You have made me an abomination. In verse 9, my eyes are dim from grief. I have called on you daily, Yahweh. So whatever this person did, he's asking desperately to be forgiven, and all these things about dying. Do you show wonders to the dead, do the departed spirits rise up and praise you? Is your loving kindness declared in the grave, or your faithfulness in destruction? Hmm. See, and this is another one of those instances, the grave connected with destruction. We're just going to be destroyed, not literally in agony forever and ever. I'm trying, but I just don't see a literal hell in the scriptures. I see all these things connecting the grave with destruction. Now, that just means the destruction of his body. That could mean that here. I'm totally open. You know, hmm. Verse 14, Yahweh, why do you reject my soul? Why do you hide your face from me? And I'm sure a lot of us has felt that different times in their life. You know, why do you reject me? Why do you hide from me? And the truth was, so it seems like God does love us, though. Sorry about all the coughing and all that. My voice is very scratchy today. I am afflicted and ready to die from my youth up. Will I suffer your terrors? Hmm. Finally, in verse 18, you have put lover and friend far from me, and my friends into darkness. So, this feeling that God has utterly rejected us, there's no hope, and I'm about to die. What do we do in this situation? You've prayed and prayed. God seems to never have showed up. These are real feelings from a real person. Psalm 88.